So growth stocks have taken a huge hit lately, and like many of you guys know, I have a nice amount of growth stocks in my portfolio. So I have been getting questions lately on what I'm gonna do. Am I buying more value stocks right now? Am I gonna sell some of my growth stocks? And am I just switching my overall plan? So in today's episode, I'm gonna share some of my losses. I'm gonna share how I'm feeling emotionally about my portfolio, and I'm also gonna talk about my plan going further, and it might surprise you. So let's get started. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and follow me on Twitch where I live stream taking a look at stocks you want me to look at. So here's a quick glance at my portfolio. My all-time highs was on February 12th of 2021, so about 2 weeks ago. And currently, right now, I'm down about 12-13% from that all-time highs. So definitely taken a nice haircut, but I'm fortunate enough that I haven't taken a huge haircut, right? We've seen some growth stocks dropped over 20-30% from their all-time highs. So I'm happy right now with how my portfolio is doing. Next, I want to show you my 6 biggest positions in my portfolio. And this represents a little bit over 30% of my portfolio. So they do play a big role of how my stock moves, my portfolio moves. So one of them is Cerence. This is ticker CRNC, and that is down about 16% from its all-time highs. Next, we're going to take a look at Sea Limited. Sea Limited is down almost 16% from their all-time highs. Next, we have AMD. AMD is down about 10% from all-time highs. Celsius is down about 7%, right? All 4 of these are some nice growth stocks. But to some surprise, Microsoft is a big portion in my portfolio. More of a growth value play, I want to say. And this one's only down about 5% from all-time highs. So it's companies like this that are also helping me keep afloat and not take that massive haircut. I also have, for example, Disney is one of my top 6 position, and that one is only down about 4% from all-time highs. So luckily, I have some players that are not true growth stocks that are helping me kind of not take this huge of a hit. But like I mentioned, right, there are companies like Gravity in my portfolio, which is down 32%, and like Huya is down about 22.5% from its all-time highs. And I will be doing a portfolio update in the next few weeks. All right, so now I want to talk about how I feel emotionally with what's going on in my overall thoughts of what's going on with my stock portfolio and with the stock market. So emotionally, I am okay. I'm not losing any sleep at all. I'm not worried at all. I'm not checking my account every 10 minutes or so. I am 100% okay with volatility. I know investing in the stocks I invest in, a volatility comes with it. And some of these stocks have given me 200-300% in the past few months. So seeing a bit of a 10-20% decrease is not something that's really hurting me either. Like I do plenty of analysis on my companies before buying, so I'm happy with my investments. I'm not second guessing any of my investments right now because they go through some form of due diligence before even making it to my account. And the bigger that they are on my account, the more due diligence I do. Another thing, one of the most important things, I do also have some form of liquidable assets outside of the stocks, and these are kind of ready to go whenever things like days like today happen. So again, stuff like that, having liquidable assets outside the stocks, allow me to sleep at night, allow me to remove all emotions from this game. The final thing of how I'm feeling is the money that I put into my accounts in this stock portfolio is cash I'm looking to hold here for the next years, for multiple years, 4, 5, 6, maybe even 10 years. So seeing downtrends for about 4 or 5, few days, even a few weeks, even a few months, I don't feel my emotions would change at all. And there are many things an investor can do from now. All right, so next I want to show you guys this cool thread I found on Twitter. I don't follow this person, but somehow it did show up on my feed. And this is by Reinhard Jark. And my apologies if I mispronounced it, but I do believe it provides some great information. Here on his thread number 5, now what can you do? It really depends on your risk profile and portfolio. Some investors want a well-balanced portfolio, so they hedge with stocks like financials and industrials that historically have proven good in an environment with rising interest rates. Some investors don't mind the volatility, although there are not many, and stick with their growth-oriented portfolios even if the multiples compress as they wait for earnings, cash flows, and revenues to catch up and overcome the multiple compression. It really depends on your risk profile and emotions, and there is no one model that fits all. And I say this in plenty of my videos, especially when I'm talking about my portfolio management. The way I handle my portfolio is probably a way that you might find bad or a way you might not like, and that's okay, because there's multiple ways to invest and there's multiple ways to make money in this market. There's no portfolio that's one fit all. So for me, I do believe I am gonna be sticking with my current plan. I don't believe I'm gonna go out there to buy more financials. I don't really have much financials or industrial companies, and I don't think I'm gonna go out and buy them right now. I'm gonna continue with my overall moving in companies I study, do due diligence, and are in markets I believe are gonna continue to do well. So now let me give you guys a quick look at my overall plan. So right now I deposit money into my account on a weekly basis, and I put that money to work almost right away. I do believe I'm still going to continue to do that. There's no plans on stopping that. There's no plans on trying to save cash inside my account portfolio. When adding to my stocks right now, I'm only adding to my top picks. And I do believe right now is a great time to go down on your list and try to find what stocks one is more excited about. So moments like now is when I focus on a very concentrated list. I know probably many of you guys have seen my portfolio and you'll be like, this guy has over 50, 60 stocks in his portfolio. But out of those 50, 60 stocks in my portfolio, there's only 10 stocks that I consider a tier 1 stocks in my portfolio. And these are the ones that hold the biggest weight. In times like today or in times like this week, I pretty much just focus my eyes on my tier 1 stocks. And those are the only ones I'm buying right now. I have this multiple tier list where I have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. I do believe in the past few months, right, with this huge bull market that's been going on, sometimes my tier 1 stocks might seem a little bit too overpriced for my taste. So I look at stocks outside and add a little bit else where I believe my money can do better. But now where we see a huge pullback, I start to see, hey, my tier 1 stocks are at a great value right now, and I don't have to worry about other positions right now, and I just focus on that concentrated list. And if you guys ever want to know what stocks I'm buying, make sure to follow my Discord channel. The link should be down below, and I post every time I buy or sell, and it's free. Anybody can join. Right now, I have no intentions, none whatsoever, of selling my stocks just to build just to build cash position. If I do sell some assets right now, I am thinking of maybe selling some of my slow growers and buying more of my fast growers just to overall do that. So if I'm selling positions right now, it's just going to be to, again, concentrate my portfolio a little bit more right now, as everything has pulled back a nice amount. Again, the main reason I'm not intending of selling any to build a cash position is because I have liquidable assets outside the market. The final thing in my plan is during big red days, I will put a small portion of my cash into my account. I do a small amount because I do not want to use all that money at once. Imagine if we see like a 5% day, a 6% down day, and I put all my money into my portfolio, and then after that, that was just the beginning of the downtrend. So I'm not here trying to time the market. What I do is cash outside my portfolio, put in a little bit every time it drops X percentage like that. Even if it drops a little more, I'm still able to put some more in. So that's pretty much my plans right now. Let me know what are some of your thoughts. What are you doing? What are some of your tier 1 stocks that you are focusing on right now? So take care, guys. Have a good night and see you next time.